So I wasn't here for the last 2 weeks for certain circumstances, but I want to share a testimony of there was me and two of my brothers from the ministry that went on a retreat in New York. And it was the adventure of my life, our life. So the retreat was in New York, and so then we had to take a bus, and we went on the van, the Geraldo vans that you call and they pick you up at your house, and it's only like $30. It's cheap. It's cheap to get to New York, right? So we had to go to Brooklyn, right? And so we call out, we get picked up in the morning, 4 hours, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we get to the Bronx, and then first thing that happens is that they say, people who are going to Brooklyn, get off the bus, you're going into another van. We were like, oh, okay. And it was raining, and then that was the first part of our adventure, We dropped all our coffees from McDonald's and breakfast in the rain, and we just made a mess in the other van, we totally, destroyed the van with our coffees and messed up Egg McMuffins, whatever we were eating. So then we get to Brooklyn 25 minutes later, and then when we get off, it's pouring out, mind you. We have no umbrella, we have 2 pillows, a blanket, and sleeping bags, and we look like we just got kicked out of our houses, okay? And so then the guy gets out the van, and he's all like, $25 each. And we were like, what? $25 each? Está loco este muchacho. And then, so we oh my gosh, we digging up our pockets and stuff, because we brought exactly the amount of money we needed to go and come back.
We had to pay the other van.
Right, what?
We had to pay the other van.
Yeah, because we already paid the $30. So then, mind you, we have money, but, so then we each give him our $25 with $5 missing, so he only got $60 or something. And then he was like, no, con eso está bien. So I guess he was upset or whatever. Now we're broke, okay? We only got $40 to $50 in our pockets all together. There was 3 of us. Entonces, we get to the address, and mind you, the address is in Long Island and we're in Brooklyn. So first we get to the wrong address, okay? And then because they took us to the friary house where the friars live, the priests, the Franciscans. And then we try to, ring the doorbell, but their doorbell don't work. And then we're just out in the rain. We stand under some random roof while it's pouring out. And then some guy is moving some stuff in his house, and he's just looking at us. And he's like, who are these people? And then we're looking for another address, which was the main office of the friaries with the retreat, where all the retreat information was there. Entonces Billy goes to you guys stay here, and I'm going to go to the 119, which is 2 houses down. And then we meet this guy named Chuck, thanks God Chuck was there. He's like the film crew. He works with the film crew who does all the priest vocation videos. It was awesome. So we got to meet some popular people. Entonces, he says, oh no, you guys are in the wrong place. The retreat's in Long Island. And I'm like, oh, okay. So how far is that? It's 45 minutes away. So now we broke and we're in the wrong address. And then, we have 2 people upset from the group because I invited them, right? So when you invite somebody, right? When you say, here, you want to go to this retreat, right? They can do research too, because, Google is free.
Blah.
And then, yeah, there you go. There's the person that was mad. He's all like, oh, you didn't do your research. And you didn't do that. And I'm like, listen, you could have done your own research. So don't be blaming me for this. And then, we just are like, yeah, I'm all upset, whatever. And then, so we go into the office, and then Chuck calls the person that's in charge. Her name is Angela. She was in charge of the U2000 ministry and stuff, and she was letting them know that we were going to be there a little bit late or whatever. And then, so then, now we have to take the train, okay? Now we got to pay train tickets. And then we were like, but we don't know how to take the train in New York. He's like, oh no, it's only one main train to Long Island, because it's for the train to Long Island is on one transit, and then the tickets are $8.25 each, and then we gotta pay $25, and then now we're down to $30 in our lonely bank of wallets that we broke. So we get on the train, and then the whole way we just be like, oh my gosh, we need to stop praying right now, because the Lord was teaching us. He was like, you need to trust in me, okay? Like, you need to trust in me with everything. So first he made us poor, okay? We were like early Franciscans at that time. So, because the Franciscans are poor, they just live in poverty. So then we're on the train, and then me and Billy's are like, yo, we gotta trust in Jesus, you know, he'll provide and stuff, and this and that. Entonces we get to the retreat, and then nobody knows what's going on, okay? We have smiles on our face like everything's okay, right? But we have no idea how we're gonna get back. Entonces, you know, the retreat goes on and stuff, and then it's time for dinner. And then Father Geraldo, mind you, it's the same name as the van company. Father Geraldo sits down with us at dinner, right? And the dinner was good. I mean, we were all good and stuff. And then we tell him the whole story, you know, same one I'm telling you now. And he just starts laughing at us. He's like, you broke or whatever, because, you know, he lives in poverty, so that's like nothing to him. And then he's all like, but no, seriously, like, if y'all need help, you know, just let us know, whatever. And then that whole time, and the next dinner time, which was the next day, Father Geraldo calls me over, and he's all like, Kevin, come over here. Someone gave me this, so you guys can have. And he gave us $120. To get back to Providence. So that was a big blessing. And throughout the whole retreat, basically, like, we were there on our own thing. Like, we almost didn't talk to nobody except for the priest and the friars, because we were there with different intentions and stuff. And then Jesus just was basically telling us, you know, trust in me with everything you have, you know, like, no matter what, like, I will always provide. And that retreat was like very deep for us, you know, because we got blessed fully. We got so blessed fully. We were in front of Jesus the whole weekend, you know, while they would talk. Jesus was right there. And then Don said, like, for my own testimony, when I got back home, you know, I felt this emptiness when I was at home. And because in my house, you know, it's like a wreck and stuff. There's like too many people living there now. So like, it's because I was missing Jesus, you know. Like, I was the whole weekend with Jesus. And you know, when you come back from a retreat, you know, you're all pumped and stuff. You say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Well, now Jesus is telling me, okay, so now that you're not with me, you got to go be with me, you know. And don't say my mom, like, you know, there's certain people in my house who like go to church and stuff, but, you know, we call them los bomberos, right? We call them firefighters, the people who try to, like, shut your spirit down, because the spirit, you know, is a fire in us. Entonces mami me dice, oh, tú tienes que aprender a vivir con los bomberos, porque si no, tú estás frito. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. So now, you know, it's like, now Jesus trusted me, you know, you're with me, now you gotta go be with me, now you gotta learn how to live in the spirit all the time. So that was our adventure. It was a blessing, so cool beans.